I'll start off by saying Lindsey Graham, in a long list of demonic entities, was exceptionally bloodthirsty. A bloodthirsty, odious monster who loved war. There was never a war that Lindsey Graham did not fall in love with. Mr. Ladybug himself. And the ultimate irony is that he achieved him and his best friend John McCain's dream of bombing Iran. He finally got to do it. And yet, the only thing he saw in the aftermath of achieving his dream, suffering from his success, was the spectacular failure it turned into in his final days. He watched the United States' century of force projection capabilities collapse. But rest easy, Ladybug, till the bitter end. You died doing what you loved, advancing the interests of American empire. Lindsey's NDA expires, so people are coming out about him. Just woke up to find out Lindsey Graham is dead law. Most of you know him as the homophobic senator for South Carolina, but to me, he will always be the man who paid a Twinkie pre-transition college student a fast stack of cash to do unspeakable things to him in a hotel room while he wore red lingerie. It is a canon trans event to have far-right freaks bankrolling you, then turning around and voting against you. People love to judge us, but I never see them opening their wallets. Shout out to sex workers everywhere forced to humanize their enemies just to make rent. It's an absolute mindfuck to me that one of the reasons I have any semblance of financial security and a lack of student loans is because of this man. At the time, I had no idea who he was, and I only figured it out because another group of twinks leaked Lady G to the media. Some queers tried the grandstand critique this, saying we shouldn't out people. I believe bigots with power deserve no peace or privacy, especially when they hold public office. I'm glad they did it. Icons forever. Anyway, if you ever enjoy what I do on the internet, know that it is in part because of Lindsey's generous donations over a decade ago. Oh my God. Because of Lindsey's generous donations, I've ever sent you dollars or something. Know that was kickstarted by the now deceased sissy senator from South Carolina. Oh my God, Lindsey, rest in hell for what you did to our community. I will continue to love queer and trans people harder than you ever hated us. You loved every second of our time together, and now everyone knows. Kissy face. This is going to be an insane week because Lindsey Graham is a demon. Like, Lindsey Graham was a demon. He was a very bad guy. I will, it's going to be tough to fully explain to you how much of a bad guy he was. I'm going to try to do my very best. But God damn, dude. I mean, he was such a fucking demon. Because, look, the American Congress is comprised of the worst people on the planet. Like, if you were to look at individuals with so much power, so much destructive capability, the American Congress is up there as far as historical forces of ultimate evil goes. Lindsey Graham is above the fold. He is above the average level of evil you automatically subscribe to if you're a part of the American Senate. He is one of the worst of the worst. A gay man who was in the closet, who was, obviously unbelievably homophobic, unbelievably transphobic. That's on the domestic side. Someone who obviously was in favor of ruining the lives of tens of millions of women, with his pro-life sentiment. All that stuff is real. Like, as a regular Republican, he obviously contributed to a tremendous amount of damage here in the United States of America. But what makes Lindsey Graham exceptional, what makes Lindsey Graham uniquely demonic, uniquely evil, is his bloodlust. Lindsey Graham was always at the tip of the spear when it comes to American war machine endeavors. Wherever there was a brown country that was waiting to be bombed, Lindsey Graham was there going, hell yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, that'd be a great idea. That'd be a great idea. I love Israel. Israel is my favorite. Am Israel high. I say it every day. Here is what this Iranian anchor had to say. And there's numerous clips from Iranian state television. Lindsey Graham, the anti-Iranian senator, has gone to hell. He says, this news is so good that I wanted to read it to you once more. Lindsey Graham, the anti-Iranian senator, has gone to hell. The Islamic regime threatened to kill him 6 days ago. I mean, I don't know why you're giving credit to the IRGC here. You know what I mean? I don't know if they deserve it, but fuck it, It's kind of funny that these guys are all just like immediately saying like, nope, that's the IRGC did it. Okay, I'm sure they don't hate that. It's not a joke. Yes, this is the last photo of Lindsey Graham to exist. It's Lindsey Graham holding a drone yesterday in Ukraine. I thought this was a joke or trolling. Nope, it's real. This may be one of the very last pictures ever published of Lindsey Graham from his Ukraine visit, published yesterday in the Kyiv Post. He went to Ukraine to visit a drone factory, which again is like shocking. It's definitely confusing to me because, I mean, he seems fine. The gay community lost a real one today. Yeah, first Mitch, now Lindsey. Some of the elders. Did he do poppers? I don't know if he was doing it last night. 31 years in office, 0 sexual assault allegations from women. R.I.P. King. That's crazy. What is this? Breaking. An Iranian regime account is now claiming Iran assassinated Senator Lindsey Graham. They just released one of their state-sponsored IRGC. Again, you know what's funny about this? I don't think you want to say this. If your goal is to make it more likely that people subscribe to striking Iran, you probably shouldn't give them credit for assassinating Lindsey Graham, who was an objectively repulsive figure. I don't think people are going to look at this and go, wow, this must have been an Iranian assassination, and therefore I hate them more now. We should definitely bomb them. You're giving them credit for perhaps the highest profile assassination that Iran could have ever pulled off. And because he's an unbelievably repulsive figure, you're not going to win a lot of favors. Trump told Graham he was preparing to launch fresh strikes against Iran after another attack on commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, we cracked the case. Oh my God, he's coming off of a 14-hour flight, and Donald Trump gives him such spectacular news that he has the hardest boner he's ever had, and it causes him to have a heart attack. That's it. That's it. No, he nutted too hard. It's clear. It's clear. He heard the likelihood of dead Iranian children. He heard about Donald Trump bombing Iran extra hard, and he had a heart attack. Clearly. Not a great week for people named Graham. Oh, for sure. What is this? ASMONGOLD discovers Lindsey Graham was an insane uber Zionist warmonger. I think we might have lost the real one. All right, let's hear what ASMONGOLD has to say.
An absolute existential threat to the Jewish people. What happened on October the 7th?
I think we might have lost a real one. Yeah.
Was 1,200 people were slaughtered, raped, and murdered and filmed by radical Islamists who would kill every Jew if they could, to the world. If you don't understand this is a threat to Israel's survival.
And then they flattened Gaza.
Just flatten it. We flattened Berlin. We flattened Tokyo. Were we wrong to...
Damn.
Dude, this is so fucking fake and so goddamn phony. Any congressman talks about any other country like this, places the interests of a foreign nation over the interests of American citizens, ASMONGOLD will be like, why should I care? This is treason. But oh, lo and behold, when it's Israel, he's like, oh, it's based. It's based. They're killing Muslims, guys. We love that. He has to be securing some contracts from the Israeli government because honestly, if he's doing this shit for free, that's a lot of money that he's losing.
Oh, shit. Man, we really lost somebody. We lost a real one for sure, boys. God damn.
Drop an atomic bomb to end the Japanese reign of terror, were we? So, my view...
And she didn't know what the fuck to say.
Yeah, that's so based. Yeah, Mr. Christian LARPer here. Yeah, look at this. ASMONGOLD says he will return to the church and back to mass if Pope Leo declares a crusade to stop radical Muslims from massacring Christians in Africa.
I would go back to mass and I would go back to church if the Pope calls a crusade. Crusade to where? What's the objective? To Africa to save all of the Christians.
Yeah, you're going to go fight in the crusades, dude. You're going to fight in the Holy Crusades in Africa. The level of LARP we have reached is unfucking bearable, okay? A new level of LARP has been unlocked. A guy who's been an atheist his whole life, openly, right? Like, yeah, I don't care about religion, is now being like, yeah, I'll go back to Catholicism if they do the Holy Crusades. Bitch, the Holy Crusade for you is walking outside, okay? Seeing the sunlight for once. Like, what do you mean you would participate in the crusade?
That are being massacred by a bunch of Muslim radicals that are cutting them up and killing them. I think that that's definitely what they should do. They're being killed in mass, genocided, massacred, and these are people that want to become Christian.
A baptism would kill him because it would be the first time he's taken a shower.
There are a number of bishops and people of the faith in the Roman Catholic Church that have come from Africa. And I think Africa is one of the biggest places where Christianity is flourishing and it's being killed. And I think they need to stop that.
like what the fuck, dude? Why the fuck do you give a shit about Christianity's growth in Africa? There's legit like a Francoist fascist ball knower philosophy. He's dog whistling. He's not a ball knower at all. He's a ball washer. He's just responding to the fucking winds, dude. That's it. Yeah, dude. Yeah, this was a real one, boys. This was a real one, boys. This was dope. He's a ball washer to Benjamin Netanyahu, Donald Trump, and now Lindsey Graham. Why rip Bozo? He died patriotically of old age after a lifetime of based. Yeah, I too think that eviscerating American social safety nets as a Republican while simultaneously funneling unlimited billions of dollars to Israel, a foreign nation, is based. Like Lindsey Graham and numerous other Republican congresspersons and even many Democrats have sent your family members off to war over and over again so some fucking international conglomerate generates more value by this death and destruction and the stealing of natural resources while simultaneously robbing you fucking blind. And you sit there and you go, based. It's all Israel. Did I just say Israel alone? I said wars of conquest that you don't see any of the fucking benefits and only the pain from, while simultaneously, again, robbing you fucking blind. Like he was a heartless monster. You can't just like, oh, it's based, or oh, all you care about is Israel, your way out of this. All Lindsey Graham cared about is Israel, dumbass. Have you ever heard him fucking speak? He quite literally, where's that famous clip of his where he just goes, till my last breath, all I care about is Israel. I want him to care about South Carolinians. He's from fucking South Carolina. You can't like edgy tweet your way out of this, dumbass. You can't just try to fucking posture this. You can't posture yourself as like an edgy boy who's America first. Here it is.
Forget it. I'm not with you. I'm with Israel. I will be with Israel to our dying day. They're the best ally we could hope for. So we have a commander-in-chief in President Trump, who I think is Ronald Reagan plus.
That's the guy. That's the guy you're talking about. Yeah. Here's Lindsey Graham openly admitting he'd rather help Israel than help American hurricane victims in fucking South Carolina. That's the guy you're defending, by the way. So based, dude. It's based, though. They're killing Muslims, right? It's based, dumbass. They're killing you and they're getting away with it because you're so stupid. You're so easily manipulated that as long as they say they're killing scary Muslims, you're like, that's fine, I guess. You're the one who's dying, you fucking goober. It's your goddamn neighbors that don't get the fucking help that they need. Let's take a look at this clip.
You know, I've been going all over South Carolina like most people. I hadn't slept much. But look what's going on in Israel. Our friends in Israel are surrounded by people that want to kill them, destroy them, a second Holocaust in the making. And Biden says be proportional. What is the proportional response to people who want to kill you and your...
Sean, stop talking about South Carolina, North Carolina. Who cares if they're dying in the hurricane and not getting the help that they need? What about our friends dying in Israel? Can you imagine? Like, people always point to Ilhan Omar speaking on Somalia, which, you know, is a mistranslation regardless, to be like, Ilhan Omar places the interests of Somalia over the interests of Americans all the time. That's not the case, right? Ilhan Omar wants you to have fucking healthcare, for example. So clearly he's better than Lindsey Graham across the board. Having said that, even with the mistranslated clips that they love to talk about with Ilhan Omar's like first loyalty being to Somalia. Can you imagine if Ilhan Omar was asked about fucking victims of a tornado or a hurricane or something, and she turned around and said, who cares about the victims of a tornado or a hurricane in America? I care about giving money to Somalia. They would kill her. Like, people would go crazy. People already go crazy when they imagine that Ilhan Omar has a loyalty to the nation state of Somalia. Meanwhile, the guy you're calling based is over here being like, yeah, hand waving away the victims of a hurricane. What matters is Israel. And it's not like this guy has family ties to Israel. How are you not calling into question why? How are you not calling into question why he's this compromised? Did you guys forget that this fucking demon is like one of the biggest reasons why we struck Iran? You think it's just straight blackmail on him? I think he's just also has an unlimited appetite for death and destruction. He is one of the biggest champions of America's imperialist war machine. His first priority was to serve his real masters, the American military-industrial complex, which of course meant that he would serve his other master, the nation-state of Israel, in its territorial ambitions, in its expansionist goals, in its genocidal warmongering. We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. We'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk. His courage on. Together unbroken. We'll make heaven known.